Hey, my name is Reuben. I'm the power lead for the Lunar Lion team. This is my office. Awesome bookshelf. This is Temujin. He keeps watch over the place. File cabinet, bookshelf, computer, radar dish, XKCD printouts. Great view. The only downside is that the parking lot outside had a sinkhole. The new pavement's held up for a while, so we assume it'll be all right. This is Jason. He's a member of the power subsystem, and today him and I are going to try and knock out the power requirements for the summer. We've got data from most of the other subsystems about the power requirements for their various parts. We figure that everything together is going to look something like this. Two different microcontrollers, the PixHawk and the Arduino. Anytime you see a box with an X through it, that means that we need to build some kind of electronics. Like the PixHawk and the Arduino can't talk directly to each other without some kind of level shifting going on, because the PixHawk likes 5 volts on its I2C line, whereas the Arduino likes 3.3. So it's not a big problem, but something that has to be dealt with. It looks pretty relatively simple out on the board, but in fact it's going to be moderately complicated. What we spent most of today doing was working out how much current and how much power all of these parts need, which takes surprisingly long. Not all manufacturers give detailed specs. So we've been looking at various data sheets all day. So far we're probably going to be using a lithium polymer battery. We're not sure yet. But that's what it looks like. The difficulty is that we need to take whatever that battery puts out and eventually wind up with 12 volts and also a 5 volt signal. The valves and the actuators and the pressure transducers work off 12 volts, whereas a bunch of the electronics work on 5 volts. So we need to have both of those available. The problem is that running the battery voltage into some power converter that we don't have yet turns out to be a lot more complex than you might think. You can't just get a converter that'll go from some unspecified battery voltage to 12 volts. There are plenty of power converters that will spit out 12 volts, but they'll only do it for certain input voltages, and they'll only cover a certain range of currents. So we need to find something that will meet what we need.
We are just coming off of 6 consecutive full duration hot fire tests, and by full duration I mean we shoot to make fire for 3 seconds or 5 seconds or 8 seconds, and we sustain the flame for that full duration. So